Hello there. Today I'm going to show you how we take care of our chickens. The chickens are fun, they're great. This is our first year taking care of them, and they're pretty easy to take care of. I'm going to show you how we clean the coop and make sure that they're happy. I'm going to clean the chicken coop. I'm going to go ahead and let the chickens out. Come on out, guys. Come on out, everybody. It's a party. Come on out. There you go. Go have fun. It's a party. Have a good time. Alright, now I'm going to put on a mask because there's a little bit of dust you'll get in here when you clean out. So, here we go.
We like to call it the chicken dust.
The chicken dust. Oh, never mind. Someone's laying an egg, so we'll come back to that. Happy chickens make happy eggs. Alright, it rained for 3 or 4 days here, so the door expanded a bit. I'm going to trim down the door just using a hand planer. And you can see this right side that I'm trimming the door down is actually the side that came in the kit. And I've got a video on this where I built this kit, and then on the left side is the part that I made the extension. And you can hear in the background, Karen down there is very upset with me. I guess Karen does not approve of me being near where she's laid her egg recently. Alright, once I've got it trimmed down, I'm just going to use a little bit of spray paint over the area I just trimmed down. And the door will close nice and smoothly. Now it's time to clean the coop. This right side is the side that was pre-built, and you can see over on the side with the window you have a pan underneath there. That was for the nesting and where the roost sits so they can stay at night. But I built the left side to give them a little more room. So that pan pulls out and you can just scrape anything they've left in there out. And I just use a wheelbarrow to collect everything, makes it easy, and then I can try to use whatever's in there and make good dirt out of it if possible. I'm still working on that. So on the inside, I just use a dustpan, scoop everything out with a dustpan on this side, and then the board will come on out, and this is where the nesting boxes lay. So you can clean out this board as well. You can see come right out and just clean it right into the wheelbarrow. Alright, and then I'm going to reassemble everything that I took apart, put the tray back in, close it up, and there's also 2 little roosting boards that comes with the kit, and I'm going to put those back in there before I close it up. Now time to clean the left side. Alright, I made this perch, and they all like to sleep on this, so they like to sleep on the highest place possible, it appears, or so I've experienced. I also made this other perch on the inside, and there's a window next to it. One of them, Karen, actually likes to sleep next to the window. So, kind of cool, gives them little options to do. Now, I made a flat floor in here, so you can just use a flat shovel and just scrape everything out with the shovel and put that right into our wheelbarrow so we can get rid of this hay and dirt. Time to give the chickens some treats. Okay, so another thing that we have seen and we're using, and hopefully this is doing the job, and we think it is, Diatomaceous Earth. So this is supposed to help keep them free from bugs internally, and I also put it down inside their cage to make sure the bugs aren't going around inside the cage. So once this is cleaned out, I'll put some Diatomaceous Earth in there, and I'll also put some Diatomaceous Earth on the ground and spray down lightly so it's not a dust. Now when you're working with the Diatomaceous Earth, just make sure you wear a mask. Alright.
And do not breathe that stuff in.
Yep, don't breathe this in. So I'm just going to use Alright, so I'm just going to take the Diatomaceous Earth and just spread it all around in the coop. And we found this gets rid of all the bugs. And you'll find if you don't do anything, they will get a lot of bugs. Flies, ants, mites, all sorts of things. So this has worked really well for us. I put it down in their coop, and then I'll put wood chips over it, and then the hay over on top of that for them to have a comfortable place to stay. I'll put the nesting box boards back. And we found wood chips work really well at making any of their mess clump up, which is really nice. We just get this at Tractor Supply. And you only need a small layer down there because we're going to put hay on top of it. Now the hay itself is what they like to roost in and lay their eggs in. And also it's pretty easy cleanup. So we keep it in this box to keep any rodents and bugs out. And just spread it around nice and evenly around. Now I try not to put too much in because too much is hard to clean up. Once that's done, close the doors and we're good to go. We're nice and clean. And put everything back the way the chickens like it. Alright, now that makes happy chickens. Alright, now the inside of the coop is done. I'm going to take some of that Diatomaceous Earth and spread it all around down on the earth beneath the coop. And this is going to prevent bugs from getting to them down there as well. Also, they like to roost in the dirt and play in the dirt. So I'm going to make sure I just spray this down with a little bit of water so that it's not a dust that they're breathing in. And this has helped keep bugs away from them, in particular mites and mosquitoes, and also flies. So this works really well. We're very happy with it. The Diatomaceous Earth we use is a food grade Diatomaceous Earth. I also put a little bit in their food. You can see I use Home Depot buckets, and this is where their food goes, and this prevents bugs from getting into their food. So this works out nicely. So I'm just going to put food directly into their little feeder here, and that feeder, I have a string attached to it and a little hook on the bottom so that it doesn't sit on the floor and they're not climbing in it. And I'm going to put a little Diatomaceous Earth inside their feed and shake it up a little bit so it's not a dust floating around there. And you can see this excited chicken already. This is Opie. You're good? You good? Okay, that's good. Now the little container will fill with pre-cut granite, and that helps them to digest their food. I'll just put that in there and then they can get to it whenever they want to. And also I'm going to fill up the water and just make sure that they have plenty of water in there. Also I'm going to spread some granulated cedar around the yard, and if I find any little ant hills, I'm going to put the granulated cedar on the ant hills. This, apparently they don't like the oil that's emitted from the cedar, and it does work. It keeps ants and little bugs away. So this is really cool stuff. We have another feeder that we put ice and water in on hot days. This helps keep them cool, and we also use this little packet of electrolytes that we'll put in there. And this is kind of like, I guess, chicken Gatorade. So this is like chicken Gatorade. They love it, and it definitely keeps them cooler during the hot days. And they're very excited when they get this chicken Gatorade. They really love this stuff. And I believe, and I don't know if this is true or not, but it feels like their eggs are much stronger because. And the chickens really, really love this stuff. It lasts. This is 1 gallon, and this lasts about, I don't know, 3 days. So you can keep adding ice to it if you want, if it's hot out. Works really well, and they love it. Very cool stuff. Alright, and this is chicken party mix, and this is just little seeds and dried up worms and things, and I throw it on the ground, and this will make the chickens want to come back to their coop. So we're going to go ahead and bring the chickens back. Come on. Come on. Come on in. Come on, Karen. And there we go, we got happy chickens. Now this is our first year doing this, so if you have any tips or tricks or anything to help us out, please let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And as Melody says, she always feels like Karen's disappointed in us. So
She just has this constant expression on her face of disappointment.
yes, yes. Here we go. I'm taking all the hay that I pulled out, and I'm going to try to turn this into dirt that is going to be used in the garden. So I'm just going to spread this out in an area that's far from our house to prevent bugs, and I'm going to take dirt from an old tree that was pushed over and spread it over the top, and hopefully this turns into good soil.
We did not push over that tree.
Yeah, we did not push over the tree.
If
This,
we had our way, that tree would still be here.
yes, that's a beautiful tree.
Somebody else pushed it.
But here we go. So hopefully this makes great dirt for gardening. Alright, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and click that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you all later. Have a blessed day.